Sky 5 is over a growing protest at the St. Louis Workhouse, the city's medium security jail. Critics say it needs to shut down. They say people are being held there under grotesque and inhumane conditions. Today, there was a push for the top 3 city leaders who control the budget to close it by zeroing out the budget. But that didn't happen. Our Casey Nolan joins us live outside the Workhouse right now. Casey?
And as you know, this is a demand to shut down the Workhouse that goes back decades. But as we've seen with other calls for change, other calls for reform in the criminal justice system, well, it's gaining momentum, and you can see it right here as a couple of hundred people have shut down Hall Street here in both directions. In fact, police are blocking the traffic from getting to where these protesters are now. Who's inside the Workhouse? Well, there's about 95 people inside there awaiting trial. They've been charged with a crime, and they're waiting for their trial. Either they were not given a bail or they simply can't afford a bail. But as you said, and as you pointed out, these protesters and people for a long time now have said that not only are conditions inhumane, they are dangerous. They have alleged inside the Workhouse here. The city pushes back and says they've cut that jail population down by about half. They've cut the budget by about half. But people say that's not good enough. They want it to close. They were hoping that would happen today, but it did not. However, the city did do something that people have been calling for since the summer of 2014 when Ferguson was the focus of the country. Body cameras. The city will take on a $6 million 5-year contract to put body cameras on all of its police officers. Here's what the president of the Board of Aldermen had to say about that, something he has been working on for about 6 years.
We need to find ways to heal the divide that exists between law enforcement and the community. Body cameras has been one of those things that have at least helped a little across the country. You look at the exorbitant legal fees that we have to pay on an annual basis. I'm hoping that this will offset that also. But it's been a long time coming, and I'm really, really happy that we're finally there.
The mayor says the police union is on board with that. We're still working to track that down for ourselves. But we can tell you that this is a gradual rollout, as that's been described to us, 30 days. In 30 days, in July, the police department will start to roll out body cameras to all of its officers and to every squad car. Again, this is a 5-year plan that will cost $6 million. A lot of money, the mayor says, at a time when the city budget is strapped, but she believes it is worth it. In the meantime, the protest continues here as a couple of hundred people here are still calling for the city to shut down the Workhouse and transfer those who are inside to the city's main jail facility. A lot of people believe that itself would be a cost savings, but again, the city says it's just not feasible right now. We'll send it back to you in the studio.